Welcome back, everyone, to today's Explainer. We are diving headfirst into the latest ABS, that's acrylonitrile butadiene styrene market movements for this first week of July 2026. Look, if you're trying to make sense of shifting costs and want to make some really sharp procurement decisions, you are absolutely in the right place. We're going to take the latest Polymer Bazaar weekly report and distill it down into a clear, highly actionable roadmap just for you. Let's get into it. So here is our roadmap for today. We're going to start with the big picture, global ABS market trends, then a quick look at instant WhatsApp market updates. From there, we'll zoom into the Indian Bazaar local highlights and wrap the whole thing up with a final purchase recommendation. All right, Section 1, Global ABS Market Trends. Let's see what's happening around the world. Okay, so right off the bat, sluggish demand is heavily impacting Western markets right now. It's like everyone hit the pause button. In the US, even though production costs have actually fallen, buyers just aren't jumping in. They're completely sitting on the sidelines. And because of that, prices have drifted down about 2 cents per pound, landing at 83 cents. Now, contrast that with Europe. Costs are easing up over there, too, but purchasers are actively holding off. They're basically waiting it out, expecting domestic players to slash prices pretty soon. So, for the moment, free-delivered Northwest Europe, or FDNWE, prices are holding steady at €2,200 per metric ton. Now you've really got to see this. Look at this massive €270 per metric ton drop in the July styrene contract price over in Europe. I mean, that is a truly significant slide. When a core production cost indicator, like styrene, drops this drastically, it acts as a massive flashing signal for the whole industry. It totally explains exactly why those European buyers are keeping their wallets shut, just waiting for domestic price cuts. So moving over to Asia, we actually uncover a slightly different dynamic. But guess what? It results in the exact same cautious behavior. It's super interesting. Over in China, production costs are holding steady. They didn't drop like they did in the West. But demand? Yeah, that certainly hasn't picked up either. Buyers are playing it incredibly safe, which is keeping spot prices perfectly flat at 8,500 yuan per metric ton. So that global holding pattern we're seeing, it remains completely intact. Moving right along to Section 2, Instant WhatsApp Market Updates. A really quick aside here, getting these future trends and price predictions delivered straight to your phone is incredibly simple. Honestly, it's a real game changer. Just open up WhatsApp, type the word ABS, and hit send to +91 93746 24365. That literally triggers an AI-powered chatbot to shoot the latest updates directly to you in like 5 seconds. It's just a fantastic tool for getting your market intelligence on the go. Definitely check that out. All right, Section 3, Indian Bazaar Local Highlights. Let's bring it local. Drilling down into the localized data for the Indian Bazaar, well, things are definitely showing some softer trends. Import offers for ABS cargoes arriving this month, so cost, insurance, and freight, or CIF India, are currently assessed at around $1,580 per metric ton. But, the real story here is downstream. Retail trading, it's largely muted. Converters are really struggling to find strong sales for their finished products right now. So what does that mean? It means even though material availability is actually pretty ample, this lack of downstream sales is creating a seriously damp procurement mindset. Buyers are only picking up what they absolutely positively need for today and nothing more. Adding another layer to these local market mechanics, there's a recent administrative update you should definitely be aware of. The Indian Customs Department just revised the USD to INR exchange rates, which went into effect on July 3rd, 2026. So the export exchange rate is now officially set at 93 rupees and 50 paise. But crucially, for anyone bringing material into the country, the revised import customs exchange rate is now set at 95 rupees and 20 paise per dollar. Listen, this is a hard, actionable metric. Any corporate buyer watching this explainer right now needs to factor this exact rate into their inbound cargo pricing models immediately. It's absolutely crucial. And finally, Section 4, our final purchase recommendation, the moment you've been waiting for. All right, so let's put the puzzle together. We've just looked at the sluggish demand in the US and Europe, right? We've seen that totally flatlined caution in China, and we've walked through the damp, hesitant procurement mindset in the Indian Bazaar. Given these exact conditions across the board, there's a very strong chance that local producers are going to pull down their ex-works prices to try and stimulate some kind of activity. Because of this looming probability, our clear-cut recommendation is this: buy only for your routine, immediate requirements for the time being. Seriously, do not stockpile right now. Hold off on those massive inventory buys. To quickly summarize our strategy for this first week of July, basically let the sluggish demand dictate your caution. Procure strictly for your day-to-day operational requirements so you can avoid holding on to expensive inventory if or when those local ex-works prices drop. If you want a deeper dive into the numbers, and I highly recommend you do, grab the full PDF report at polymerbazaar.com/future-trend/ABS. Oh, and to make sure you never miss out on these critical market shifts, make sure to subscribe to the YouTube channel for instant notifications. Before we wrap up, I want to leave you with a final thought to chew on as you plan your week. How will you adapt your production schedules to navigate this sluggish global demand? The data is right in front of you, the strategy is crystal clear. And now it is entirely up to you to apply this intelligence directly to your bottom line. Thank you so much for joining me for today's explainer. Stay informed, stay ahead of the curve, and I'll see you in our next update.